Welcome back to Big Ideas with BFO. I'm your host, Steve. Today I want to talk a little bit about the marketing funnel. We all have seen it: awareness, consideration, decision. Call it what you want: top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, many other names. Some people put a reverse pyramid on the bottom to talk about consumer advocacy or customer advocacy as well. I'm here to suggest, and I read an article on Forbes too that backed up my thinking, is that the funnel's broken and the funnel needs to die. So we teach the funnel in all basic marketing classes, and we talk about the funnel throughout all of our digital marketing adventures, our literature, our planning. Where do you want your clients? Well, I want them in awareness. Well, that's great. What does awareness mean anymore? First of all, the funnel was first published in the 1890s. That's 130 odd years ago, 120 odd years ago, a long time ago. Much has changed since people took out newspaper ads in 1906 to sell a product. And billboards, I imagine, in 1906 as well, but probably not the same size or shape that we had today, painted on the sides of buildings and such. But that was the advertising, and there was a phone number, and you'd call the phone number and your sales team would take over. So your advertising and marketing was maybe an ad in a newspaper. It was a painting on a side of a wall or on a trolley. And then, so fast forward, and we're sitting in 2024, and I can put my marketing and advertising almost anywhere in the consumer's path. And is that awareness? Is it consideration? Is it decision? Well, I want to suggest that social media breaks all the rules. Now we have TikTok shops and Insta shops breaking the rules, right? We used to think social media was for awareness and it didn't convert. Well, TikTok's proving us wrong. TikTok shops are converting at a really, really strong clip. Now, you're not going to make a considered purchase maybe through a TikTok shop, and then some people will, but for the most part, no, we won't. Or maybe we'll go and do some research beyond TikTok and come back to the shop and ultimately buy the product. Here's the thing. We use 25 or more sources before we purchase a product. So that is what I call getting to know us. That's above the line. Getting to know us is above the line. All of those sources, and any one of those sources could drop a user below the line into work with us. So get to know us up top. Any one of those sources, anything that you control or anything that the internet controls that talks about you or your product, that's get to know us. Below the line is work with us. You're in control of that, whether that's your TikTok shop or if it's a LinkedIn conversion ad, or if it's a landing page on your website, or simply your shopping cart. Those are all work with us. So above there, you've got all these different places that you can engage. And I include your email marketing in that. Where does that fit? Do we have a funnel, or do we just break a funnel? Because they can convert from there, or they can be educated from there. So all of that is get to know us, but it also could jump to work with us. And if I think about that, I think about all the marketing up top. Every one of them crosses over, first of all, and every one of them points down. So the idea is that any one of them can now lead to conversion, and social media has proven this. Now, granted, you're not going to see the same conversion rates as you will with Google search ads, because that's really low funnel and people who are conversion intended. That's great. We want that, right? That's still part of our media mix. But above there, we're going to make all this noise, and yes, Google search ads will still be part of it, but it's still above there. Until they decide to click and move to work with us, they're still in getting to know us. Does that resonate? Because I'm thinking of media mixes in a different way. Everything up top in those 25 or plus places where consumers are looking, I have a say in all of that. And all of that messaging is going to be educational, and it's going to be a little bit conversion focused. So I need to have calls to action. They might be modest calls to actions, or they could be strong calls to action. And depending where you're putting your marketing and advertising, your call to action will be minimal or maximal. I think I made that word up, but that's okay. I think you understand it. So I suggest that we're breaking the marketing funnel every time we launch a new platform, everything that comes about. We've got Reddit ads right now, that are brand new. If you're not using them, try them, make them part of your media mix, but don't expect them to be crazy conversion focused. Put them into your getting to know us category and see what they do. Check your engagement metrics. Don't worry about your conversion metrics. Use things like that to drive your business forward and develop your next generation media mix. Get to know us, work with us, above the line and below the line. Thanks for stopping by. This has been Big Ideas with BFO. And again, I'm your host, Steve. Look forward to seeing you again.